And it's Drew Bowser again. He will bat with the bases loaded, 1 out, and the game-winning run 90 feet away. Drew Bowser is 1 for 4. His 2-run single tied the game at 3 in the 6th. First pitch to Bowser. He takes high and tight on a fastball as Scott works from the windup. Armas at third. Redauer at second. Preciado at first. 1-0 coming to Bowser. Inside on a breaking pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. You can't walk him. That'll end the game. Scott needs a strike more than ever right here. His 2-0. Bowser, a great take. It's off the plate on a curveball. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 more Scott misfire, and the Cubs are going home winners. Bases loaded, 1 out. Tied at 4, bottom 10. Scott on 3-0. Bowser had the green light, and he rolls it foul. That would have been ball 4, it looked like, a fastball inside. But Bowser swung away and rolled it foul. And it's 3-1. Will that get Scott back in the count? Infield still in with the bases loaded. His 3-1. Bowser up the middle. He wins it for the Cubs. A walk-off single to center. Armas scores. Start the celebration on this Friday night. Final score, South Bend 5, Lake County 4. Kisting set. Long look back to second base, and now the pitch. Cisneros hits it high in the air, deep to right field. Hess looking up. Home run, South Bend, and the first at the high A level for Cameron Cisneros. A 2-run go-ahead blast to straightaway right field, 4th of the season. First as a South Bend Cub, Cisneros with 2 strikes against him puts the Cubs ahead in the top of the 7th. Now Cameron Cisneros, another lefty. Gabbert from the stretch. And Cisneros crushes it deep to right field. Forget about that one. First 4-wins field home run for Cameron Cisneros. And the lefties are teeing off. 2-run blast, and the Cubs take their largest lead of the day, 4-1 in the 6th. Hoosier Lottery home run, Cameron Cisneros. Another 2-2. Tait out in front. It's a mile-high pop-up, foul territory first base side. Cisneros shades his eyes from the sun, tracks it, and reaches to catch it in the middle of the bullpen. An incredibly difficult play given the conditions, as Cisneros stared straight up into the sunshine and found away with the wind also pushing it toward the screen to track it down. 1-1 pitch. Winokur barrels the ball on the bounce to third and knocks over Preciado from the seat of his pants. Got him! Holy smokes, what a defensive inning for the corners of the Cubs infield. Reggie Preciado was knocked over with how hard Winokur hit that ground ball. 106 off the bat, and Preciado said, you know what? I'm in a seated position, but I'm going to get it to Cameron Cisneros anyway. Wow. 2 down. Reisdorf visiting with Indiana. His 2-1. Burke loops it toward third. A leap and a catch from Drew Bowser to win the game. Cubs win. Cubs win. Drew Bowser's got hops, and the Cubs win at 8-3. He had plenty of time to size up that baseball. It was in the air for a while, and he timed the leap perfectly and hauls it down to save a run and end the game. Cubs win back-to-back contests to wrap up the series. Bowser's all smiles in the high-five line. It's an 8-3 victory for the South Bend Cubs, and you can play the song. Cubs 1, Tin Caps nothing. in the top of the fourth inning from Four Winds Field. Tyler Reedy, Brendan King, glad to be with you for home game number 12 in 13 days. As South Bend ends its longest homestand of the regular season, and Yenry Rojas goes back to work against the best part of the Tin Caps order. First pitch to Braden Carpathios inside at the thighs for ball one. Carpathios, Verdugo, and King due up. 2, 3, and 4 in the Tin Caps order. 1-0 from Rojas. Down near the shoot tops for ball two. Yenry Rojas, 3 scoreless innings under his belt. Pitch count slightly elevated. He has now thrown 53. Here's his 2-0. Carpathios slaps it away foul left side. 2-1 count. But Rojas has retired 7 in a row, even with the 50-plus pitches. He's only conceded 1 base runner, just some long counts to get him most of his outs. Is 2-1. Inside belt high to Carpathios as he flinches back out of the way again. 3-1. The only base runner against Yenry Rojas, the man on deck, Rosman Verdugo. 3-1. Carpathios rolls it foul toward first. Full count. That was a 2-out single in the first inning. Other than that, Yenry has struck out 5. He has not issued any walks. And all of his outs in play have been on the ground, which is always helpful on a warm day with the wind blowing out. Here comes the 3-2. Carpathios flies it away foul to the third base side out of play. And they'll do it again. Braden Carpathios has been an issue for the South Bend Cubs all season. Yesterday, he was 1 for 3 with a single. 3-2 again. Carpathios swings and misses, flailing at a changeup, breaking off the outside part of the plate. That's a beautiful pitch from Yenry Rojas. He made Carpathios one of the best in the Fort Wayne order look silly. And it's the United Federal Credit Union strikeout, 6th for Rojas. Thanks to United FCU, who donates $5 for that kid to the food bank of Northern Indiana. Pitch timer violation now against Rojas to start the at-bat against Rosman Verdugo. So Verdugo gets the head start with a 1-0 count. As Rojas, after that strikeout, had not begun his delivery before the clock hit 0. First pitch. In for a strike anyway. Fastball on the outside edge. 1-1. As mentioned earlier, Verdugo the only Tin Cap to reach today against Rojas, who brings us 1-1. And misses down and outside. 2-1. Verdugo a 2-out single right back up the middle to center field in the first. He's the Padres' 21st ranked prospect, 20 years old out of Mexico. 2-1. Fouled straight back to the screen. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes against Rosman Verdugo. Verdugo lost a 10-game on-base streak last night, going 0 for 4. The Tin Caps were held to just 1 run. 2-2 from Rojas. Verdugo pulls it foul, chopping it off the front of the Tin Cap dugout. Still 2-2. Cubs in front, 1-0. Already with 5 hits on the board offensively as we're in the top of the 4th inning. 1 out, bases empty. 2-2 again, poked in the air just beyond the first baseman Calmer and down for a hit into shallow right field. Rosman Verdugo with a humble swing against the slider way off the outside corner. I don't know how he got to that ball, but he found a way and just touched it with the end of his bat to guide it over Calmer and down the right field line for another 1-out single. Verdugo's 2 for 2. And now a Tin Cap at first with 1 gone for Lamar King Jr., the DH, who Rojas struck out in the first. Yenry fires, and King cuts and misses at a beauty of a slider off the plate. Strike 1. King Jr., 11th ranked Padres prospect, hitting cleanup. Originally from Vancouver in Canada. 0-1. Outside corner, 0-2, called strike. Lamar King, 4th round pick of the Padres in 2022 out of high school. He actually went to high school in Baltimore, Maryland, despite being born all the way across the continent in British Columbia. 0-2. Just off the plate on a Rojas fastball, 1-2. King Jr. was committed to play college ball in the ACC at Georgia Tech. As Rojas stares him down and brings us 1-2. King hits it sharply on the ground to short. Hernandez to second one. Pasiola the turn. Double play. 6-4-3. Tailor-made for Yenry Rojas, who puts up another 0, erasing the one-out single from Verdugo with a twin killing. Scoreless top of the fourth. 1-0 Cubs on Sports Radio WSBT. Top of the fourth inning from Four Winds Field. Scoreless between the South Bend Cubs and the Quad Cities River Bandits here on Marquee Sports Network, along with Brendan King. Tyler Reedy, glad to be with you. And BK, after a week of rest last week, Evan Oschenbeck is Evan Oschenbeck.
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, this is a series where all but one game is finished by a margin of less than 2 runs, right? So this one has the makings for a 1-0 or 2-0 final again. So whoever scores the game's first run, that could put you in contention for a dub.
Second time through the order now, as Sam Kulasingam watches a called strike, leading off the Quad Cities fourth. No score. Oschenbeck has gone 9 up, 9 down to begin his 11th start as a South Bend Cub. And his 0-1 bounces into Miguel Pabon, 1-1 count. 3 punch-outs thus far for Evan Oschenbeck as he deals with Kulasingam a second time. He grounded out to second base, leading off the ball game. And now swings through a 1-1 changeup. Beauty of a lefty-righty delivery at 82 miles an hour. It's been the fastball change combo to the right-handed hitters and the fastball slider on the lefties. Getting it done for Oschenbeck is 1-2. Fastball popped into shallow right center field. Carter Trice started back, now jogs in and puts it away for the first out. 10 up, 10 retired for Evan Oschenbeck.
Now batting, the Bandits catcher, number 3, Blake Mitchell.
We'll move on to the top Royals prospect, catcher Blake Mitchell. He flied out to left field in the first inning and is also tonight's Hoosier Lottery strikeout man. First pitch to Mitchell, sharp slider bends in for a called first strike. Blake Mitchell drafted 8th overall by Kansas City 2 years ago. Another Texas native like Oschenbeck. Selected out of high school. Was committed to LSU as he takes an ugly check swing and goes around. There's that lefty-lefty slider again, and it's 0-2. Blake Mitchell, had he gone to college, could have perhaps been a national champion. Tigers won it all this year, as you see that sword swing from the top Royals prospect again. Oschenbeck hunting his 4th strikeout. And leaves it low. Left on left changeup there to make it 1-2. Evan Oschenbeck has gone 7 innings 3 times this year and in good shape early to do that tonight. 40th pitch. Mitchell grounds it sharply. Diving stop, Drew Bowser from his knees. It's off the bag and into foul territory. Miguel Pabon tracks it down. Won't have a play at second as Mitchell slides in. That'll be a base hit on the infield, plus a Drew Bowser throwing error as his body was twisting and turning all over the place as he let that go. Impressive for him just to get it to first in time, but not on target as it went up the line, and Cameron Cisneros had no chance. So a man in scoring position with 1 out on the first Quad Cities base runner of the evening. And it'll be the DH, Daniel Vasquez.
Yeah, and even for a catcher, Mitchell runs pretty well. So obviously you want to be competitive and you want to make the play, but you know that's one you probably got to eat at the end of the day.
First pitch to Vasquez, late swing and a miss on a fastball up for strike 1. Well, the good thing about it if you're the Cubs is that Evan Oschenbeck's quite accustomed to pitching with runners on. He'll give up his fair share of base hits, being a contact type of arm. So he's not uncomfortable in this spot. Here comes his 0-1. Fastball high, and this time Vasquez takes 1 ball, 1 strike to the number 17 Royals prospect, 21-year-old international signing 4 years ago out of the Dominican Republic. Mitchell at second with 1 out. And Aschenbeck leaves a changeup, curveball I should say, outside to make it 2-1. He got Vasquez to fly out to center field first time up, ending the 1-2-3 top of the first inning. Two-one delivery. High and tight on a fastball. Now it's down to 3-1. Aschenbeck hasn't walked anybody yet. Typically, he hardly issues any free passes, just 20 of them now for the season in 84 innings and a third with both Myrtle Beach and South Bend. It's 3-1 coming. Vasquez flicks it toward the right field corner. Lawn chase for Rafael Morel, and he's got it just short of the warning track. Blake Mitchell tags from second. He'll advance to third as the throw got away from Christian Hernandez, but Preciado backs it up. And it's a fly out for the second out of the inning. And now the game's first run, potentially 90 feet away for Chris Brito. That was a good catch by Rafael Morel, who has looked very good on that play in particular when he's been in right field this season, fading back and toward the line. So it'll be the Quad Cities cleanup man, Brito. The River Bandits' first base runner of the ball game at third, and 2 retired. First pitch to him. Did he go around on a fastball? Not quite. On the appeal to field umpire Michael Cross. That draws some sighs from the crowd. As Brito stands in for a second time, he struck out swinging in the second and certainly came close, if not did go around there. 1-0 delivery. Foul tip, this time certainly a strike. And it's 1-1. Chris Brito's on the older side of the spectrum as far as high A ball players go. He's 25 from Perth Amboy, New Jersey, which is just outside of NYC. Signed undrafted by the Royals at the end of the 2023 calendar year. After 5 seasons at Rutgers in the Big Ten. He swings and misses at another high fastball, 88 from Aschenbeck. And now it's 1-2. Strikeout would go a long way here for the Cubs to keep this game scoreless and for Aschenbeck to keep his pitch count south of 50 through 4 innings. His 1-2. Got him. Fastball again. Brito strikes out swinging for a second time and making 4 United Federal Credit Union strikeouts for Evan Aschenbeck. He's got 4 scoreless frames, and it's still a 0-0 ball game on Marquee Sports Network.
Thank you, BK. Hey, for the first time this season, the Cubs win on Marquee Sports Network. It's a 1-0 shutout here at Four Winds Field, and it's our Pegs player of the game, Edgar Alvarez. 4 for 4 with 2 singles, a double, and the game-winning home run in the 6th inning. Edgar, first of all, how important was this 1-0 win for you guys?
It was big time. I mean, we've been talking about it. Our pitchers have been absolute nails. Did it again today, and we pulled out another W.
Yeah, I want to talk about the pitching. We just saw Kenton Egbert having some fun behind you. Evan Aschenbeck, 5 1/3 scoreless as the starter. Egbert, 3 2/3 scoreless. There we go, Kenji. Got me good. But hey, pitching, shutout win tonight. 5 1/3 from Aschenbeck, 3 2/3 from Egbert. How about those guys?
It's awesome. I mean, we love playing behind Ash. Egbert was awesome today, and good way to welcome Ash back, and good job with Egbert closing the door.
Take me through the home run swing, 6th inning. You get a pitch to your liking, you drive it out for your second of the series.
Yeah, just trying to be on time for a heater, and ran into a pitch, and luckily it went over the fence.
That's Edgar Alvarez, 4-hit game as the South Bend Cubs win it 1-0 at home tonight. Going for the split tomorrow at 2:05 p.m. BK, back to you.